What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Electrowrap. Today, we're in the garage. We're putting together David Pulley's bike. It's crunch time. We have, I don't know, T-minus 12 hours to finish, and we're 3/4 of the way done. And I took some video along the way, so let's just jump right into it. It only took 97 hours and 17 minutes, guys. Let's, what? I'm not gonna pretend like I didn't already know that, but yeah, this happened for no apparent reason. In fact, I didn't even pull it off. It just broke as it cooled. The joys of making your own battery box. On my way to Home Depot, I guess, to get a pane of glass to fix this build plate. Apparently I have to cut my own glass because we don't got time to order a new one. And we got to get some parts printed as we got a bunch of people in line. If you're one of those people, everything is coming. Don't worry. Electro to the rescue. We have replaced it with a piece of glass from Home Depot. Is that what you're supposed to do? I don't know, but it's working. And this is a foot guard for David Pulley's bike. Well, that's the start of one. All right, so we've been to the hardware store. I literally cut my own glass because the print bed broke and I don't have time to screw around. We got to get this bike built for David Pulley. So we put the new glass on, printed this. It turned out pretty good. This is actually a really hard piece to print because of how many times the print head has to lift and then change direction because of all the circles. So this turned out pretty good considering that I didn't calibrate the print bed very well. But I thought this was interesting is how the glass, this pane of glass made this mirror finish. I don't think I've ever seen that. So that's pretty interesting. So that's cool. Printer's working. Got a foot guard for David Pulley. Then over here, here's an EM150 controller. This is what we use with a lot of our kits. This one was running away. So we got it into the program, opened up the program, connected, and calibrated it. So it's no longer running away. This is a good unit ready to sell. And yeah, so this is, I'm just trying to clue you guys in on some of the behind the scenes stuff I'm doing. Look, I got a pair of calipers hanging out right there. I'm all over the place. We're constantly working on stuff, and this is why it's so hard for me to make videos. So I'm going to try and get you more of this stuff. And then, so we've moved this out of the way for now. Still working on that. Got the Samurai in, all cleaned up. I know it's been a while since I talked about this bike. If you haven't seen this bike, this thing's pretty trick. It's like a dual sport. It's got like 10 horsepower. We put it on the dyno. Pretty sick. And it's been pretty reliable. Some sun fade. We left it out in the sun quite a lot. It's about a year old now. So we'll probably go take this for a rip later today. And another part of our operation is Miss Murph here is a master motor disassembler. So we got all these bikes that we convert. And of course, what do we do with the motors? We take them apart, or we're starting to take them apart, and then we're going to sell, clean them up and sell the parts. So if you're doing an electric conversion and you buy a roller, or you can't find a roller that's blown, or even if it's blown, whatever, if you can sell a lot of the motor parts, and they actually have quite a lot of value. 50 bucks, 30 bucks for the head, I don't know, 20 bucks for each one of those covers, and the engine case itself with the transmission in it for 500 bucks. Even if it's blown, it's still worth something. And a running motor can be worth, depending on what kind it is, like maybe like a KTM 85 motor is probably like a G. So consider that. All right, let's open up this graphics that just came in from Senj Graphics. He's our boy. Hold on. Yep, the freshie kits coming in from your boy Senj. We got some black swing arm guards in here, a couple of battery decals, a full set of regulars to replace all of these ones. So it's going to be looking nice and fresh for the boy, David. Sick. Behold, the Electro and Company sweater. 2D, 3D, get yours today. electroandcompany.com/shop. Shameless plug. Your boy Kevin showed up. We got the Senge graphics ready to go on. Kevin already stripped them. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, Senge graphics, baby. Shout out. I love.
So basically, we're going to have Kevin put those on. I've been super busy at work, so I couldn't get any work done on the harness. So I'm going to have to do that tonight. And then we got these new controller mounts. They come flat. I need to get me a metal brake because bending it on the vise is just terrible. But these are nice and strong, and they're basically a lifetime part now that they're made out of stainless. And then that's the controller mount, right? And then it hangs from the subframe. So we're going to get that in there, clean up the wiring, and slide the battery in, and then zoom, zoom, zip, zip, zap, zap. I don't know what kind of noise they make. They make like, yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. We made a wiring harness. Yes. There's so little to a harness when it's made right. Very well. We're bleeding the brakes. Just put new pistons in this bad boy so it can stop. Got this all done. So now we have a stainless steel mount. Need to get a better metal brake so the bends are tighter, but fits perfect. So this is our battery tray. Essentially, this is the prototype one. We're going to let it stay in David's bike. It's still good. It's painted. The new ones that are still in the mail are actually stainless steel, just like the controller mount. But this one's still good, so we're going to let David run it. And it's pretty simple. It just bolts into the motor mount, wraps around up to the frame, and it holds the battery, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. Status update. So controller's in. Still dirty, gotta clean it. Not cleaned up, but fitment is good. This is all just loose, don't worry about that. You can see that our controller basically is like designed for the shock clearance. It swings up right here. We had to put a whole new box in because the old box we had, which was still good, there's no room for the wire to pass underneath here, so you have to feed the wires in back in. And on the box we had, it was potted. Apparently we thought that was a good idea, and no, don't pot it, because then you can't push the wire back in and you can't get it out. To mitigate that further, on new iterations of the box, we're probably going to have both of the I forget what these things are called. We're just gonna call them nipples. I think they're called like, it's on the tip of my tongue, dude. I can't remember. Whatever, the nipples. We'll put both the nipples over here, okay? The watertight, they keep all the milk in. We'll put them on one side, and then we can slide the box in and out a lot easier. That'll be an easy change. So basically we had to do a whole new box, but pretty much almost done. Just gotta button her up. 3 eternities later, added braided lines to anything that carries high voltage. Put the cover on. It's all loose right now because we're still testing. Battery box sticking out. So we have an inner box and an outer box. This carries all the cells. It's got little tug straps on it. The BMS is inside, so you can charge this on the bike or off the bike. So you can buy 2 batteries, take this out, charge it, put a new one in, etc. So we're basically gonna plug this in and see if it works. Battery is in. Cool. It works. Duh. I bet you it's just like jumping forward in time like 1 or 2 hours at a time. It's totally weird. But yep, that's where we're at. Huh? Oh, and wouldn't you know it, Retro Banana has a Retro Banana van. Yes. New additions to the family. And then, did you know that we built an 85 and sold it to some kid named Zapbrap on Instagram because he changed his name because he loves electric bikes so friggin' much? Yep, we sure did. So we're going to check it out and make sure everything's good. He's had it for about a month. Yeah, he busted the switch out. You know, typical stuff. But we're going to make sure everything's good with it because it's been about a month or so. And, you know, new design type thing. So we got to make sure it's all good because we're planning on providing these as kits as well. So it's about 80% done, ready to go on the shelf, but it's got a couple things to check out. Well, bam! All done. And just like that, the last bit goes quick. All wired up, all tucked in tidy, graphics on. Pulley on the chain guard. Get up in close on here for you guys. Yeah, they got a little bumpy. Stainless steel guard. Gotta polish that scuff out there, but so now time to put the finishing touches on, load her up in the truck, and take her to David. She's gonna hit the supercross circuit and hang out in the pits. So I highly doubt we'll get any screen time, but it's still cool to think that our bike, I'm there in spirit at supercross, sort of.
See what Stacy cuts on this.
Yeah, Stacy, where you at, buds? Where you at, buds? Fast forward, the weekend's over, the bike's done, and we're all the way at the Grapevine, and David is coming down from LA to grab the bike. He was so kind to meet me 3/4 of the way, I don't know, but it saved me 2 hours, super helpful, and I'm ready to hand this bike off to him. So keep an eye out for him, look him up, David Pulley on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, the whole nine. He's a pro supercross rider. Watch him on ESPN. Check him out for the Supercross series. Check out the EMX14 on his pages. But that's all I got for tonight's video. This weekend's video. Well, anyway, until next time, Electro out.